Good morning, friends. Sorry, I am a bit late. It's totally my own fault. I just got started late this morning and then it's my fault. I started texting my friend Jennifer Cotton in the US and time just went by and I was suddenly like, whoa, I better clean off my table and put my mount on. And I'm excited to be with you this morning. And then when I was starting to go live, something popped up and said that I could share it into a group. And I thought, oh, I should share it into my Facebook group. It was the first time I've ever done that. So I hope it works out, whether you're watching on my Facebook page or in my Facebook group. You're welcome here. My name is Genevieve Coe. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Markham, Ontario, Canada. I've been a demonstrator for 15 years, which seems shocking to me. So I am just excited to share stamping and share it with others. And this journey has been so incredible. And the great people that I've met along the way have been such a blessing in my life. Oh, like Karen, I see. Hi, Karen. I'm glad you're on. Yes, the Onstage Countdown is on. So, for those of you that don't know, Onstage is a demonstrator exclusive event. And the big kind of convention, they're going to unveil the next mini catalog and do product presentations with it. It's really fun. So the big one is in Vienna, but there is a little 1 day local event kind of condensed for different local locations. And we have one in Montreal. In Canada, we have one in Montreal and one in Vancouver. So anyway, Karen Snow out in Newfoundland is coming out to Montreal for the event. So that's very fun. I'll get to meet her in person. So I'm excited about that. So yes, there's a lot of action going on in here to get ready for on stage, because this is my first time. Well, not, yeah, I guess it's my first time going to on stage as a um, staff member of Stampin' Up. But I also have that demonstrator heart, right? Like, oh, I want to make swaps and I can't wait to see friends. And anyway, there's a lot of chaos in here getting ready for that. And what else has been going on this past weekend? We had our ladies retreat weekend, and I'm never taking it for granted again, the whole idea of getting together and crafting, because I remember during the pandemic, I would keep planning another ladies retreat weekend and I'd have to like not cancel it, but move it to an online version, which was still good. The online version is still a way to connect, it's still a way to craft, but there's something about being together in person. So thank you to all of you who did come out for the in-person ladies retreat weekend. Hi, Rose. Like Rose, Rose was there. And yeah, we had a good time. So I'll try to remember when I flip the camera over, I can show you some of the make and takes we did. And yeah, so let's talk about news in the Stampin' Up! World. Today is November the 1st. We are starting a new month. Yay! I'm not sure whether yay or not yay, because it actually, I don't know for you, but time has been flying so fast. It's going to be Christmas here before we know it, which is a great family time, great vacation time, great to chill out. But kind of leading up to it, of course, I want to do Christmas cards. I want to do little Christmas gifts for people. So that's on my mind too. So one thing to help you get your Christmas crafting done, as well as me, I'm offering a Christmas card making class, and it's actually doubling as a fundraiser. So you'll get to make 10 different cards using the Memories and More kit. I will provide instructions. It will be really easy, but the cards are super cute. And at the same time, when you register, $10 of your registration fee is actually a donation to the organization that I support in Northern Ontario, called Northwind Family Ministries. So they provide services to Indigenous individuals and family in the North that are facing challenges. So it's just my way of supporting that charity. I like to go up there and volunteer in the summer, so they're near and dear to my heart. So I just thought I would give you all the opportunity to participate with me in making a difference for them and get some Christmas cards made too ahead of the crazy season. So you can come in person on November the 18th to make your cards in person. It would be great to see you. or you can take it to go and I will mail it to you, or you can pick up the packet from my home. So all of those are options. Today is the last day to register because I need to get cutting, stuffing, packing, ordering, all those things. So today is the last day to register. Share with your friends. If you're already registered, share it with your friends so that the more that register, the more of a donation we can make. So thank you for considering that. Let me flip my camera around because November 1st also means that there is some new product available to shop for. So I want to share that with you. And then I'll share the new product of the month that I'll be showcasing all month long. So let me flip the camera over. Thank you for joining me on this happy Tuesday morning. Let's flip this over. Hopefully everything works out there. Okay, so get my glasses. What do I want to show you here? Okay, new product. Let's talk about new product. Oh, let me see if I have cards for the fundraiser too to show you. Do I have, just to give you a little sneak peek for those who have registered or, oh, okay. Well, I've already started the cutting, so everything's kind of in little packets, but here's like a little sneak peek of one of the cards. Okay, so they're cute, very festive. You don't need any special skills or tools except glue and scissors. And you will be able to make 10 beautiful cards as well because I'll provide everything and the instructions. So today's the last day to register for that. I just wanted to give you a sneak peek of the cards. Okay, I have already started production of those. I might have to cut more. Okay, and then, okay, new product. Let's talk about new product. And if you're joining in, I love to read your comments. So go ahead and make a comment, even if you're watching the replay, because I do like to pick a winner that receives a little happy mail from me. Okay, new product. Where's my flyer for the new product? Okay, well, I was looking at it, but let me show you what we've got. So many beautiful things. Hi, Carmen. My favorite, so I'll start with my favorite, is the designer series paper. So this is all new product that you can purchase starting today. And just so you know, as usual, any order $60 or more on my online store will get you a 4-card make and take packet for free from me. And it will feature the cards that I'll be showcasing next month, which actually will be this beautiful product, I suspect. Okay, so this is the link. Many of you know if you watch regularly. This is the all-in-one link you can go to, oh, can you see it on the camera there? The all-in-one link to go to if you want to see, register for the fundraiser class, if you want to shop, any of that good stuff. Okay. It is gorgeous. So let's start with the paper. Now, the paper is an exclusive release during this promotion only while supplies last. So if you're not familiar with the while supplies last thing, it's exactly what it says, while supplies last. And it's sad, but it happens when a new product is released and it's so hot and in demand that it sells out within a couple of weeks. So, or even less. Like sometimes you just don't know what's going to happen. So, the paper is one of those while supplies last item. So, I'm just going to give you a little sneak peek here of the paper. So, one side is more florally kind of, and the other side is sort of more subdued. But I love the colors in this paper. I don't know if you can see, there's balmy blue, there's shaded spruce, there's polished pink. Um, oh, look at this side. So pretty, so pretty. Okay, so you're not going to want to wait. You're going to want to order it as soon as you can so that you're not disappointed. So this paper is called the Fitting Florets Designer Series paper. Okay, so there's that. Put that away. And then also while supplies last, but coordinates. It's all a kind of a product suite that kind of coordinates really nicely together, is the gold adhesive backed swirls. So they're just gold embellishments that work really nicely with the paper, with the stamp set. And don't forget, with these kind of embellishments, you can use your blender pen to color it and um, change the color if you didn't want it gold. Okay, and then so that's also only while supplies last. And then this one, the framed and festive, is also an exclusive stamp set. It is a rubber stamp set here, and it is while supplies last as well. I wasn't going to get it at first because I thought, do I need another Christmas stamp? But clearly I did, because I loved the fonts, and I saw a sample on Pinterest where they are like just the right size for gorgeous Christmas tags. And yeah, I was really drawn by the font. So anyway, get it while supplies last. Okay, now these items are also available now. You can purchase them as a bundle or individually, and they will carry over into the next mini catalog, the one that we're going to get unveiled, that's going to unveil for us at the next on-stage event. So let me show you the dies, because there is something that I love about these dies. I'm hoping next month these may be the product of the month so that I can show you more, because I want you to see how these dies work. But there's like these great oval frame dies, which will, and plus there's the dies that will cut out the floral images in the framed florets, of course. But these ovals work really nicely with the framed and festive stamp set as well. So just keep that in mind, that these coordinate well with the stamp set that they're bundled with, but they also coordinate really nicely with this other stamp set that is only while supplies last and just for a limited time. Okay, so that is the new product there. I don't know if you can kind of see. I'm hoping we'll be able to stamp with it a little more next month, because we have a different product of the month this month. But I just wanted to show you because it is now available for purchase. So it's better to not wait. Okay, so don't say I didn't warn you is all I'm saying. Okay, let's move that out of the way. Let's talk about this month's product of the month. So if you're new joining me, hello, hello, I'm so glad you're here. So the things to know if you're new joining me is that I love to stamp and I love to share stamping with you. And this link at the top is sort of an all-inclusive link, Linktree/Stampin' for Fun. There's a dot between the R and the EE. And this is sort of my all-inclusive link. If you go here, any important things that you need to know, it's called Linktree because when you click here, or when you go here, you can't click it on your screen, but if you go here, type it into your browser, it will take you to a list of links, things like the browse and shop. If you want to join my team and be a demonstrator, if you want to get a catalog, if you want to sign up for upcoming classes, that is all. You can find all those links there. If you want to go to my blog, it's all there. Oh, Karen, long time no see. Hello, Karen Cowan. It is so good to see you guys. So the way it works, I love to hop on every Tuesday morning and share crafty inspiration with you, stamping inspiration with you. So each month, to help organize me, because otherwise I would want to show you everything because I love everything, I try to pick a product of the month and I make one card with that product each month. So last month, we were actually doing the Sweet Candy Canes bundle. And I was going through my swap cards. So for those of you that were watching last month, here's a few extra samples using those cards. I went through my swap cards and I was like, oh, I should have shown you guys these extra additional ideas using that stamp set so that you wouldn't miss it. Bonjour, France. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so now this month we're switching gears. We're still sticking with Christmas because I really want to inspire you to do some Christmas crafting this year. I'm going to focus on the Santa's Delivery Bundle. Okay, so this was one that I didn't catch right in the beginning um, because I wasn't sure what I thought about Santa. And I just was kind of not sure, but that now that I've had some time to play with it, I've played with it all last month, like quite a bit. I love it, and so I hope you'll love it too. So each week on Tuesday morning at 9 a.m., I'll be creating a card using this bundle. So this is a photopolymer stamp set. You get 15 stamps in the set. Okay, so our photopolymer stamp sets look like this. They're made of a like kind of a material that allows you to kind of see through. And then there are coordinating dies. They're called the Santa's Train dies. And what's fun is that you can purchase it together, which I highly recommend because you save 10% when you purchase it together. And they've got the dies to cut out the images that you see in the stamp set. So you can see here, right? The train dies. I will point out there are a couple of fun things that I like in that even though there's only one penguin on the stamp set, you actually get two dies. So if you're putting multiple penguins on a card, it makes it a little faster to cut out. Okay, so there's sort of like little, what I call little bonus dies. Um, but see, there's even like smoke for the train, right? And there's even little die cuts to cut those out. So it's a really great set. And of course, if you get the stamp set, you should really get the die so that you can have it all work together. So here is just because I was going through my swap cards because I had taken them to the retreat. I was like, oh, here's a little sample using that. Now, you'll see I'm also going to use the paper quite a bit as I showcase this bundle this month. I can't show you the paper today because those of you who have been joining in, you know that I have a standing online ordering special. It's just my way of saying thank you for going to my online store and placing your order yourself. Any order $60 or more will get the cards that I'll be showcasing the following month. So for those of you who placed orders in October, $60 or more, and you placed that order on my online store, I currently have a helper making the cards that I'll be showcasing this month, which means she has all my paper. And the funny thing is, I thought I had bought so much of the paper, but I gave it all to her apparently, and I don't have any other packs here. But for some reason, I have like 4 packs of the gnome paper, but I don't have any more Santa's Express. But one cool thing about that designer series paper, actually, you can get a good sampling of it here. This is all the designer series paper. This train is also from the designer series paper. So there's actually images in the designer series paper that you can cut out with the corresponding dies, which is really fun. Okay, so this is one of the swap cards I received from Jacinthe Gauthier. Okay, and so I love the way she layered the paper. And there's other things in the suite, like an iridescent ribbon. Um, yeah, okay, so that's a little swap card. This was one that we did at Stamp Camp in September. Those of you who joined in at Stamp Camp will recognize this card. Again, using that paper. And then there's actually an embossing folder in that suite as well that coordinates really nicely because it kind of gives a background. It's called the Charming Landscapes embossing folder, and it gives a nice background so that you can have the train going on along some scenery. So I don't know whether you can see that on this card here, but okay. So today's stamping is going to be a little sparse because my helper has everything to cut the packets for those of you who, and also my Team Stick stampers get the packets just for a flat $10 fee. That's one of the perks, and that includes shipping. That's one of the perks of being part of my Team Stick stampers. Okay, so let's make today's card. Gosh, do I even remember what it looks like? Everything's gone to my helper, but I think I can pull it off. So let's grab some basic white thick cardstock. And the thick cardstock is, it just feels a little heavier, which is nice to give a good base. So I'm just gonna There's something so satisfying about opening a brand new pack of cardstock. It's like, I don't know. Do you guys ever feel that way? So go ahead and tell me in the comments. If you're watching, feel free to drop a note in the comments. I'll enter you into a little chance for happy mail if you comment. I appreciate your comments and it makes me feel connected to all of you. Okay, so this is um, basic white thick. It does come in 8.5 by 11, and you just need to cut it in half. Whoops, at 5.5. So I'm cutting on the 11-inch side, cutting it in half at 5.5. Yay! And then I'm gonna score it at 4.25. Okay, good morning, Melanie. Great to see you. So there is our card base. Very simple way to start this card. And this card is perfect if you're newer to stamping or if you're looking for something to like you want to mass produce and you want to do a lot. So because it's really a quick, simple, and easy card. So we'll show you how fast it comes together. Um, so this is our card base, and I like to make a layer just to give that extra texture and contrast. So a very common layer size that I use is 4 inches by 5.25 inches. So that just gives a really nice kind of border for the card. Can you see that? So this is the Petal Pink cardstock, and I've cut it at 4 inches by 5.25, and I am going to adhere it onto my card base. Okay, so this card, anyone can make this card, even if you have never stamped before, or even if you feel like you're not creative, anyone can make this card. It is a stamps, ink, and paper card. Okay, so that is that. And then I'm using a piece of Bermuda Bay cardstock, and this has already been cut at 3.25 inches by 5.25 inches. Okay, so I'm just laying that right on top. So 3.25 by 5.25. Okay, we'll go ahead and lay that down. I'm telling you, cards like this make me happy. I love fancy cards too, but I love it when it's just straight cuts, easy, anyone can reproduce it. And here's it, just I am so proud of myself that I planned ahead, okay, friends, because a lot of times I'm running around with so many things to do, so many things on my mind. When I was giving my cutting to my helper to help cut, all of a sudden I was like, wait, I need a piece of paper for tomorrow's live. And so I managed to cut one piece to use on my card today. Imagine if I had, yeah, anyway. So here's a trick about this cute designer series paper. I got this Bermuda. I never would have put Bermuda Bay and Petal Pink together, except the designer series paper did it, and it looked so cute. So then I was like, I can do it too. So that's where I got the color combination. If you're stuck for ideas, I really encourage you to get designer series paper and to use it as a springboard of kind of the colors on your card, and it can kind of even like it dresses up a card so quickly and so easily. So the measurement of this designer series paper is 3 inches by 5.25 inches. And see, it just gives a nice border on either side. And the trick with this paper, I realized, don't ask me how I know, but there is an upside and a downside because this says ho, ho, ho. But if I were to glue it on like this, then it would say, oh, oh, oh. And that might be okay if you're making a different kind of card, I suppose, not a Christmas one, but one that you want to say, oh, 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 oh. Anyway, so I had a little giggle to myself that yes, we have to be careful and make sure that it's saying ho, 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 because I'm making a Christmas card. And so let's adhere that down. I don't know, maybe that's obvious to you guys. But for me, it was a close one. I almost stuck it down the wrong way. And then I was like, something doesn't seem right. It actually took me a minute to realize, like, oh, it does make a difference. Because at first I thought, oh, like it's all over the place. So, usually with the patterns that are kind of all over the place, you can kind of orient it any which way. But this is very specifically this way. Just saying. Okay, do I have, oh, see, danger. I gave all my paper to a helper, and now I have no paper. Let's see. Hmm. Okay, well, I wanted to do a little, oh, wait, maybe this will be, maybe this will be enough. Yes, this is this was on my floor. Yay, I found, okay, so this is a piece of Bermuda Bay. I'm going to cut it across at 4 inches. Huge shout out to my helper. It's one of my friend's daughters. She's the same age as my daughter, and so I pay her a little bit to help me, and it saves my life, really. Now, the only thing is I don't actually know the measurement, so we're just going to wing it at about, let's try, oh, if I cut the wrong one, this is the only piece I have. So let's do 2 inches, and then if I need to make it smaller, I can. 4 inches by 2 inches. Let's try that and see. Wow, that seems a little crooked, and I don't know why. Okay, maybe let me just check. Oh no, it's not crooked. Good, good. Okay, it's just my eyes playing tricks on me. And then we'll use a piece of basic white paper. There's a lot of paper on my floor. So you may think it's funny that I found exactly the piece that I needed lying on my floor, but it's not actually funny because there's a lot of paper on my floor. So um, you never know what you'll find. Okay, so I'm just taking a scrap piece of basic white. I am going to cut it at 1.5 inches by 4 inches. Now, the Stampin' Up! Trimmer is really useful um, for your personal paper cutting here because it's got like a very sturdy lip here, so it helps you to cut straight. And the numbers, they actually have guides for the 16th of an inch, so it can actually help you to be quite um, exact when you're cutting. So, yeah, I don't know if I want a bigger border or a smaller border. I may cut that to 1 3/4. Yeah, it is a tiny bit crooked. There we go. 1 3/4. Let's try that. Yeah, I like that. A little narrower banner there. Okay, so you can see how this card is coming together. And this is just a stamps, ink, and paper card. So let's grab our stamp set. And I'm going to use this little, I hope it's here. Yeah, I don't think I gave anyone any stamps. I'm going to use this little arrow sign and we'll stamp that. Okay, and I'm going to use our Memento black ink. So again, great card for beginners. You don't need to invest in a lot of supplies to make this card. Just some black ink, which you tap on the ink pad and go straight down and straight up. And then let's just make it a classic card. We'll just say Merry Christmas on it. Okay, so we'll get our block. So stamps just mount onto the block like this. There's sort of a bumpy side and a smooth side. So the smooth side goes on the block. Okay. Oops. And we'll pop the Merry Christmas on. Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay, so let me get that. Okay. Okay, and we can stick that. I don't know. Now I'm looking at it. I don't have the original card because, and I'm thinking maybe I stamped the Merry Christmas in a different color. We shall see how it turns out. because I kind of think it would be nice in this real red color, right? Hmm. Okay, you guys are watching me, and I am going to change it up. Let's turn this around. Okay, I'm going to do the sign again in black, and let's see if we can decide which we like better. And this time, I'll do the Merry Christmas. Let me just do a little wipey. So this is our Simply Chamois. It's just a fast, easy way to clean your stamps, especially the photopolymers. I find that they work really well to get cleaned with that chamois. And we'll do like a real red or a poppy parade on there. I'm trying to decide if it's poppy parade. I think it's poppy parade. So let me just. Okay, what do you guys think? Okay, I don't know. We'll decide. I can't remember what the original card looked like. It's beyond me now. Okay, and then there's these cute little candy canes right here. And so I was like, oh, I want to use the candy cane. So let's grab the candy cane. I'll pop it on my block. Do I have a little block? Okay. And then this can go on here. I really can't remember what my original card looked like. But it's something like this. Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking I like the red better. Yeah, okay. Somebody voted in. Thank you, Carolyn. I like the red better too. But I can't remember what my original card actually looked like. So let's color it in a bit. So I'm just going to stick with the same colors, right? No stress, no worry. Um, I don't know why I don't have a Bermuda Bay marker. I'm looking at my marker caddy. Yes, there is a Bermuda Bay. I don't know what I'm going to use yet. Let's just take a look. So these are the colors that are in the DSP. So first I'm going to use the red for the candy canes. I think that makes sense. And I'll just color in, and I'll leave the other stripes white. Okay, so this is why it's just a stamps, ink, and paper, because there's no fancy die cutting, anything like that. And pretty much I know many of you have markers, so this is absolutely a card you could recreate for your own holiday cards. So I'm just using the petal pink. Poppy Parade. Okay, so stamps, ink, paper, we're just letting the cuteness of the artwork speak for itself. And the cuteness of that designer series paper. Yeah, I don't know. I like it better in the red, right? Okay, so let's stick it down. It is really nice to keep it simple. I mean, I was chatting away and then couldn't decide if I wanted it in black or red or whatever. But once I've got it decided what I'm doing, then you can just, like, you can imagine I could pump out like 50 of this. Maybe I should do this as my swap card for on stage. And if we want a little extra lift, we can actually use dimensionals behind. And dimensionals are just like foam adhesive bits here. And Stampin' Up! Has the best ones, like hands down. You don't even have to, they're just the right size, they're just the right thickness. Okay, so, oh, it's so satisfying. Also, a new thing of dimensionals. Okay. It's like brand new dimensionals. Yay. Okay. There we go. And then let's bling it up a tiny bit. I've got some little rhinestones here. Okay, we sell rhinestones, not in these little strips. You get a whole package, but I happen to have a little strip here. just to give a little bling bling. And there is our sweet and simple Christmas card. Okay, highlighting the DSP. So next week, you're going to want to make sure to join because I will have my everything back. And we're going to see the dies in action next week. Okay, you're going to see some really fun things we can do with the dies. And I'm going to use a few more different stamp sets next week. Okay, so that is today's card. Yeah, it's just cute and easy. I'm actually in love with the paper, but remember, tip for the paper, it's ho ho ho, not o o o. Okay, let me flip this around. Okay, so it's really easy to make that card. It's really easy to enjoy creating with the Santa's Delivery Bundle. All you have to do is purchase your own Santa's Delivery set. There's a whole suite. Show using all those products that coordinate, and that's one of the key things about Stampin' Up! Products is that everything coordinates. It makes it so much easier to create, and I love easy. So feel free to head to my online store and do some shopping. Don't forget to take advantage of the new products that just came out. Oh, I forgot to show you. I want to show you the cards from the retreat before I sign off. Da-da! Okay, here we go. So the retreat, our feature stamp set was this one. So I know a bunch of you took the retreat in a box. So if you weren't with me live, you still got the same goodies that the live retreat attendees got. And we were all using the stamp set. So I know if you had in a box, if you didn't pay to add on the stamp set, you wouldn't have received it in your box. But um, here are the cards that we made at the retreat using that stamp set. Some of you who have been watching me, you'll recognize that background from last month's product of the month, the sweet candy canes, right? Okay, here's another. This is from, I just wanted to show you guys, just to inspire you guys, because you should all be in Christmas crafting mode now. So I'm definitely there. Okay, and then this one. And so many people at the retreat were like, I didn't even notice that stamp set in the catalog. And it just makes such cute things once you see it in action, right? So anyway, I just wanted to show you that. We had a nice time at the retreat last weekend. I wanted to show you the cards. Okay, so thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week on Tuesday morning. Will I still be here? Yes. Next week I'm heading out to Montreal, but I'll still be here Tuesday morning. So you can look forward to another cute Santa delivery card next week. And we'll see you then. Thanks for joining. Bye for now.